Good morning to you. So this is going to be something a little bit different because one of my least favourite jobs is finishing and painting. But I feel that I want to share this video with you. It's a special year this year for music wise because for me, if somebody asked me what's my favourite album, not saying the best album, but my favourite album is Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon. I bought it in 1973 and I just left school and was going to start my apprenticeship, and it's an album that I've constantly played since then for 50 years. So it's the 50th anniversary, 1973 to 2023. The actual album was played in the North America tour in 1972. They were playing the album live. So I'm gonna do a makeover in homage to that fantastic album. So this is a guitar that I've used for the last 5-6 years for my guitar lessons. And it is a Strat, a white Strat. So it's a white strap. It's in, oops, get the arm up out of the way. So it's in perfect condition. Actually, it's in mint condition. So this is the one that we're going to give it a makeover. Now I've already done one job to it, which I've done many years ago. The guitar is, well, I'll tell you for definitely, but I think it's 2007. I took the original Fender logo off there, and because I always had the plan to do this, and I put a more vintage style Fender logo on there. There will be other things added to this as time goes on now, and you see the restoration or the modifications. Modification is a better word for it. So the next thing for me to do is to strip it. The satin finish on the back of the neck we're going to get rid of, and we're going to polish it to give it a gloss. I'm not going to refinish the neck other than the headstock, possibly something on the back of the headstock I'm not sure yet, and the body's all going to be stripped of its hardware, not stripped of its finish as it is now, be completely not a waste of time, but I am changing the colour of it, and obviously it's going to represent the Dark Side of the Moon album. And Mr. Gilmore, he played a black Strat, so it's going to be black. The black guard. All the knobs will stay the same. These are mint, like a mint green type, creamy type colour. So they'll all stay. Now, I'm just going to whiz through stripping it down, and I'll get back to you when it's all ready to do some paintwork. Now looking over the body and the neck, there's no marks on there's no fretwork whatsoever. There's no dings or any repairs. So you see how I've looked after this guitar over the years. It's only been played by myself and a couple of students. The only thing I've got to do, there's a telltale crack in the neck pocket, which is really common with the Mexican Strats. I'm sure you can see that over there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop a little tiny bit of super glue in the crack and then flatten it off. And then just rub it off, and I'm going to key the surface to take a base paint. This is going to be done in acrylic or 2-pack lacquer, and it's going to be just a base coat of black going on, so there'll be no shine on it until I put the lacquer on. And the same with any other colours that I put on there as well, which I will be. This is not just going to be a black David Gilmour Strat. There's going to be obviously reference to the 50th anniversary of the Dark Side of the Moon album. So that's all been scuffed up a little bit now. A little lacquer crack that have come out well. It's nice and smooth now. I probably don't think it'll occur again. So next thing now, wipe it down with panel wipe and tack cloth and get some colour on it. And that'll be the next time we see it now, because I don't tend to show my spraying because I have my camera, and it's nothing much to see anyway, just the lacquer being blasted over it. I will be doing it with a gun. There's a little bit of artwork, so to speak, I'm going to be doing to the case. I'll do that with a can. It's just no point. Just saves on the cleanup and all that. So next time you see me now, this will be all painted black with a bit of luck. Right, I'll panel wipe this now, tack cloth it, and give it a blast of base coat black, and that's when you'll see me next. We've got to put some tape around the outside now, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to do one, the first one.
Yeah.
And you can do the next one.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure what to do.
So I'll do the other two sides.
Yeah, you can do the other two sides. So we're going to put this like that.
Straight in line, not a bit wonky
Right.
donkey.
Not a wonky donkey, no. So that's in a straight line. Let's look at that. Let's measure it.
Now we've got to make a bend.
That's 5 mil. So Now you go do the same. Don't make it wonky. Right?
That's alright.
So. It's alright?
Oh yeah, that's good.
Let me help it out.
It's just because it's dug into
Yeah,
there.
we don't want to damage the edge of the tape, see? Because it don't go down on a straight line then. Right.
I want to try and do this.
You do that one. Right, hold on now, I'm going to bring it around to you. So again, I've got to look the same as that.
That's alright.
Hold on now, let's lift that up.
That's alright.
Hold on, no, it's not, it's a bit too narrow. Now, you've got to bring that one down now, so it's the same. So that.
That's definitely alright. Go on, give me measure. I'll measure. I'll measure this end first.
Right,
So that's,
from there to there, that's 6 that is.
yeah.
What's that one? That's 6 as well.
6 as well.
That's 5, I think.
Something's wrong. We need
Well,
all 6.
You were 2 are right and mine's wrong. But that'll be okay. Now,
We need 2 6s, don't we?
yeah.
That's why we always measure first.
Now we've got to spray this silver.
Yeah.
Then we take that out and we spray a white
So
line.
I won't be in when you spray it.
Alright? Well, you could do, love, because it's only going to be with an airbrush.
Oh.
Alright, so I think you can have a go of it. Now, we've got to mask all the...
Unlike the one with pink spray.
Yeah,
Like,
so-
I'm not allowed in with the mask.
No.
I'm not allowed.
Now,
One.
let's have a little think about this now. We've got to mask all the guitar up now, right?
Mask it.
Okay.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Like that. Okay?
So try to stick it down
Yeah, don't push it down hard, but just lightly.
like that.
Yeah, I'll do it. A bit of that in now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you might.
Right.
I think we should have a bit more.
So that's the first bit now.
Because
Let me show you what to do. Press that down, right? And point it. That's in, love. Let that dry now. Right, we give that a minute to dry.
I need something to stand on.
You need something to stand on. Never sit there, stand on with all of that.
All the way. Is it? I
Right,
don't
help
want
it
to
up,
stand
help.
on my own.
Come on, help her out.
Can you get up? No.
Ready? Come on.
Hold on, stop it.
Don't drop your crisp, whatever you do.
Yeah. Or then you drop yourself. I'll stay behind you. I'll stay behind you.
Good boy, lad. Well done. Right. This is the big boys' room, it says.
I'm a good big girl's room.
I know you're the big girl. I know that. We painted a guitar. So you can't come in here while we're painting it.
But you can come after we paint it.
Yeah, only boys know how to do this.
But unless she can watch by there,
Hmm.
by standing by the door,
No.
outside. Can't she?
No.
Can.
Have we got a mask?
Yep, she does.
Right then. Okay. Let us get back on with the work now. Come on. I'll come back in 5 minutes, right? Come on then. Right then, right.
I want to down.
And that's it. Let that dry now. Right. Slowly, love. Slowly. Right, go on then.
The red piece on this looks
Slow.
good.
Slowly.
Come on.
It's the next one is the hardest.
Yeah, the next one is the hardest.
That's the hardest.
Because how skinny that is.
Really slow. Lovely job.
Lovely and
Back there.
satisfying. Should I just do it like that?
Yeah, that's it. That's really good. Nice and slow. Spot on. That's it. Move your fingers nearer now. That's it. Watch the silver now. Oh, Oliver.
What?
That's brilliant.
Oh yeah!
How cool.
I love it
Do,
when
do, do,
you're
don't
going
touch it.
like down to like
See?
this.
Right, that's it then for now. Well done. Just put light coats on. Last of the colours now. Well, the rainbowy ones. It's much better now. I've started putting more thinners in. First couple of colours were a little bit thick. One more line to put on there now, a white line from you, and I'm going to try and feather it out if I can. It's a bit hit and miss, to be honest, though, but I'll keep to go anyway. So that's 3 coats of lacquer that have been put on there now. The last thing I want to do is to cut through any of the graphics. Be a right nightmare that will. So I built some more coats up on here. I'll do another 3 today and flatten it off and see how I'm looking. These tend to be well, these tend to need a little bit more, so I may give that just one blast on its own to start it off. But anyway, it's coming, it's beginning to come flat, so I'll get some more coats on now and I'll catch you later. So I've flattened the back off now. There was a tiny little bit of orange peel on there, but I flattened it off with a very fine paper, which is only 2000 grit, so it's starting to shine already. So it's not a bad finish at all. So this is roughly what it's going to look like. So I flatten this off as well, now the same, 2000, and then I work my way through some grits. Take it to 3, take it to 4, and then I'll probably start polishing it. Because working your way through the grits, if you've got a buffing machine, a pedestal type one, you know, with the different compounds that you can put on it, a coarse and a finer, that's virtually the same as what I'm doing with this. It's just making it easier. So when I start polishing it, then it won't take me long at all. I'll do it with a G3 and then a G10. So I like to work my way through the grades, just to make things a little bit easier. So it's coming along, and it won't be too long then when we'll start putting it together. I think what I'll do now, I'll show you the neck to see where we are with that, and you'll understand that. So with the neck now, we're going to put some decals on to give it a bit of character with reference to the Dark Side of the Moon album. We're going to use some water slides. There's a number of places you can get it from. You can get them from Roscoe and Frost, which are very good, but they can be quite expensive. So what I did, I ordered a sheet of decal paper from Lazy Craft Supplies, and I printed my own off on an inkjet printer, then lacquered the sheet, and then cut them out to how I want to use them. So what we're going to do now, we'll stick one on. I'm just going to drop him in here. And then we'll apply it. Oh. And then we'll apply it. It's always tricky to do this one because it's only single lines, to be honest though, so we'll try it now and see how we go. If I don't like it, I'll take it back off. They're pretty forgiving for moving about these because they are quite thick. So that's one good thing. Sometimes the edges, when you cut them, after they've been lacquered and you cut them, they sit a little bit high. So what I'm just doing now with a bit of 2000 grit, I'm just knocking the edge, the sharp edge off. And I'm wondering whether this is going to make any difference. I hold the one side, drag the other to take the water out. It's sitting underneath. But to be honest though, it ain't too bad. And I think rubbing it with a little bit of wet and dry might have made a difference. But anyway, let that dry now. And I will leave it, I think I'm going to leave it overnight because last time I did it, even though I left it quite a few hours, there was a reaction with the lacquer, and I think there was a bit of moisture still sat there, so I'm going to leave that for now. So I just got to cut in and around the edge there now where I've got a sharp edge from where the mastic have been. So there's the 50th anniversary Dark Cinnamon, and there's the headstock. So they've all been lacquered over. These need to be polished now. What I've done, when I was flattening the back of the guitar, I've rubbed I've rubbed 2000 grit paper over the back of the neck, and then with some G3 polishing compound. I did it by hand, I didn't do it with the machine, I just rubbed it in. Didn't take long, took about 10 minutes. So now the neck has gone from a satin matte finish that's on the Mexican Strats normally to a high gloss finish, and for me I much preferred it. So buffer that out now, squared up the edges by her, polish the front, and then we're back to assembling then. So I'll catch you in a little while. Here we go. Good morning to you. So back to the body here now. So I've had this hanging up for about a few weeks to let the lacquer harden off a little bit. So what we're going to do now, we're going to polish it. I'm going to polish it with G3 and G10. G3 is the coarser of them. It shouldn't take too long with this machine. We can start putting it all together then. And see how it'll look. So not be much talking, there'll be a lot of noise with the machine. That's polished now with G3 and a finer compound G10. It's looking pretty good. I'll soon tell now when I put the guitar polish on. I see any swirl marks. There is a few, but that's basically that done now. The prism will come out well. Give it a clean up now. The masking tape off the neck pocket. Still intact anyway. So start putting it together now. Put the neck on and setting it up. So we're on the home run. So see you in a bit.